Hello guys, Jerry speaking. Welcome to LJPCBM episode number 855. And today we reacting to Very Odd Gamer, The Grinch. Although Christmas is not even here yet, but I decided to react to it anyway. It's about Christmas and it's also about let's just say Christmas in July episode of LJPCBM. I know it's not even Christmas July yet. It's going to be Christmas July next month. So let's react to this. Beginning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Wow. Very Odd Gamer, The Grinch. Title card designed by... Wait. Hold on. That's it? Okay, huh. Title card designed by Adam Brown of Green Fly Art. Continue on. Okay.
Hello, internet viewers. I'm the Fairly Odd Gamer. It's almost Christmas, and I figured that the best way to celebrate is get a little festive.
Okay, that's fine.
I would like to be more like Christmas.
Wow.
Much better. Now,
Whoa! He was a green screen? Continue on.
just moments.
Okay, makes sense now. What is he doing?
Much better.
Okay.
Now, where was I? Oh yeah, Christmas is coming, so maybe I thought I'd do something special for today. Perhaps maybe a Christmas-related game, but not just any
Yeah.
Christmas game. How about a game based on a well-known Christmas classic?
Okay.
How about The Grinch?
Okay.
Based on the Dr. Seuss book, How the Grinch Stole Christmas in 1957, the Grinch wants to put an end to Christmas by stealing from these wonderful little creatures called Who's, who live in a town called Whoville. Since then, it's been adapted to an animated TV cartoon with Boris Karloff.
Which makes sense now, but by the way, speaking of which, it was a How the Nerd Stole Christmas, a parody of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which is a Cinemassacre universe. And yeah, Boris Karloff did Frankenstein, things like that. He's a great Grinch. Continue on. And narrator, excuse me. Continue on.
Live-action movie with Jim Carrey, a Dr.
So where is
Seuss
it?
classic with narration by Walter Matthau, and a
Wow.
CG animated movie made not too long ago by the same people who made these annoying nuances. In
Wow.
comparison, I love the original cartoon, and who doesn't? It's one of the most memorable Christmas specials to ever air on TV with Karloff's narration and voice work. Even the song You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch became well known and still is today. The live-action movie was pretty good, even though there were some moments that felt more adults to me. And the anime movie was not bad, but it's still better than the live-action movie by a long shot.
Yes.
But did you know that the Grinch had a video game of his own? That's right. The Grinch got his own video game in 2000 on the original PlayStation as well as the Dreamcast. At first, you think this game is based on the original book, but that is until you read the back of the box, and it says, "This year-round adventure premieres with Universal Studios' blockbuster movie, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas."
Okay.
So it looks like I have to review a Grinch game
Okay.
based on the live-action movie. But
Okay.
is this game as good as the movie itself? Let's not waste any more time.
Okay. Wow.
And get this game started.
So as soon as the PS1 logo boots up, we see
And by the way, I played it before on Wheel of Fortune. Continue on.
the game was made by Konami.
And if you watch this, Alex Perez, you saw that. I saw it in the early days of your career, on your YouTube career, something like that. Continue on.
Company that made the Metal Gear Solid games.
Okay.
It was also developed by A2M, known for its multiple license-based games.
Wow.
Saying that I don't know any Spanish or French, I'll just pick English. So after Green Snot duels down, we then see the opening title screen. Hi, doggy. After starting a new game, we see the Grinch plotting on what to do with those despicable Who's. But how will he do it?
The Grinch copter? With this, I can fly over the despicable Who's. Maybe the octopus climbing device to scale the walls? No. The rocket spring to perform magnificent jumps. Or better yet, one of my most treasured weapons, The rotten egg launcher to stink out my enemies, or the slime gun to just stick it to them.
Good thinking there, Grinch. Let's do it.
So the Grinch gets an idea.
An awful lot.
Okay.
He climbs up a pile of boxes only to see his blueprints fly away.
No! No! My plans! My precious plans!
Why didn't I make more copies?
After this entertaining intro, we get a tutorial segment, which is really helpful for new players. So the Grinch's moveset includes a ground pound similar to what Mario has, latching onto an object and moving it around with his own strength, and letting out his bad breath, as seen in the movie when the Grinch knocked out the Who that takes the tolls.
Okay, makes sense.
We then see the Grinch's lair, and already looks better than the lair from the movie. He has a giant master computer. For what, you may ask?
After I collect the plans that have blown away, I'll feed them to my processor, and there they'll stay.
You know, I'm glad that the Grinch is ahead of its time because he might end up using those gadgets 18 years later.
So on to the first level, downtown Whoville, and immediately I'm blown away. Whoville looks absolutely stunning, and for a PS1 game, that's saying a lot. The citizens, on the other hand, despise the Grinch. They even give him hugs in the same way as a costume character in Disney World. And before I forget, this game does have a narrator that speaks entirely in rhyme. I love that idea because, after all, it is a Dr. Seuss game.
One important task is breaking holiday gifts. Just thinking of this deed, the Grinch spirit lifts.
You know, I just realized something. It turns out that every single version of the Grinch, including the game, has a narrator that speaks in rhyme.
Yeah.
Besides that.
Hold on.
And because the Grinch has a smash
One
kiss to his
moment.
butt, as well as
Hang on. Does have audible narration. In the Nintendo DS version of how good Joker's. Okay, continue on.
Besides that.
And because the Grinch has a smashed gifts with his butt, as well as causing havoc to the innocent people of Whoville, it feels like I'm playing the anti-version of Super Mario 64. And just like Super Mario 64, it's an action-based platform game with the addition of completing a few missions here and there.
Okay.
Some of which include getting certain items like the paintbrush for painting the mayor's face, and some basic missions like smashing snowmen in the same way as smashing gifts with, you guessed it, your butt. There's a mission that replicates the movie pretty well, but before doing that, you have to get the cloak, run to a nearby phone booth, and change into your cloak.
Wow.
Once that's done, you run by the post office as the Grinch reenacts the mail fraud scene, or as the Grinch yells out, yeah, that, while trying to avoid detection. And since it's made by Konami, I guess I'll call this level Metal Gear Grinch.
Wow. Oh God.
So a young girl, who I assume is Cindy Lou Who, spots the Grinch as they reenact their first encounter from the movie.
The Grinch!
Okay, that audio is from the movie, but the game version replicates this scene very well, even with the different voice actors.
Well,
you're
The Grinch!
It's actually entertaining the more I think about it.
And remember the blueprints I mentioned earlier? They've been scattered across Wholand, and the Grinch has to find them all. Once you find all the blueprints for a gadget, you have to return to Mount Crumpet, turn on the computer, and place each piece in the correct location.
Wow.
So if you're a good puzzle solver who likes to be a jerk to everyone around you, this is the game for you.
Yes.
I love using the gadgets in this game because it makes the gameplay much easier for you, as well as completing more missions. And see the planet that has a green egg but no ham? Well, it turns out that these rotten eggs are used as fuel for your gadgets, and you need as many eggs as possible because the more you use your gadgets, the more eggs you consume. And of course, completing enough missions lets you unlock more levels.
Which, by the way, are not in the movie. But let's see how it holds up.
Visually, the levels look incredible for PS1 standards, and they each stand out in different ways.
Uh-huh.
I'm curious to know why the dump looks similar to the industrial park that SpongeBob and Sandy were pedaling towards during pre-hibernation week.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
When you beat a mission, this happens.
Oh.
Yeah, Grinch!
And thankfully, he has different ways to punk the Who's.
Bellissimo! I say, you're Grinch.
I
Grinch!
mean, could you imagine if the Grinch did the same thing to me? I feel the same way as the...
Oh boy.
Just a moment. Who is it?
It's Hux, your loyal companion.
Hux? You don't sound like yourself. Is something
Wow.
wrong?
No, but I think you might be surprised.
Wow.
Do as I say and please open the door.
Oh,
Wow.
I said you'd be surprised.
Wait a minute. Aren't you the Grinch that tried to like Smash Brothers but ended up failing miserably?
Like the videos on your channel? Of course.
Wait, what?
But my video, How the Grinch Thinks Smash Brothers, is already a success. In fact, the amount of likes on my video are about the same as your dislikes as your Finding Nemo review.
Oh, that reaction video I did back in the 150th episode celebration. That is, like, number one, he doesn't care. Two, the Grinch, why even bother? Three, your costume is awesome, but why even bother showing up in the Hawks and yeah, I agree. I have to agree with Lucas's one, but I'm not gonna even, let's say, for example, be mad at Lucas in this one, or I'll be harsh to Lucas, excuse me. But for one thing, Grinch is the greatest comedian of all time. Number one. Two, he's the greatest, Lucas is the greatest costume performer, by the way. And three, he is the great he's a great performer as Hawks. And you know what? I'm not gonna get into the Grinch. You know? I just want to see what the Grinch looks like in Jim Carrey performance. Continue on.
Okay.
And seeing that you're playing a game starring me, it wouldn't make much sense to not have me in your review.
First of all, why, Grinch? Second, the Very Odd Gamer is a reviewer. Why even bother showing up in the game, Grinch? He's a reviewer. You're not acting this way, Grinch. And three, Jesus, please, okay, move on. Continue on. I'm not being harsh to the Very Odd Gamer anymore. Move on.
Well, I can see that. What exactly do you have in mind?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe entertain your viewers for a while?
Okay,
Alright,
makes
well,
sense. Makes sense. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to be harsh to anybody. Continue on.
Perfect.
Okay. 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 Why is he doing that? He's so mean. Continue on.
Oh, Max.
Wow.
Max. Dude, how many times do I have to tell you? It's Hux, not Max.
Oh, I have to agree with Hux. He is not Max. Jesus. And for the sake of time, Hux is his name. Yeah, and by the way, I'm just gonna continue on listening.
Doesn't matter. I know exactly what to do with the gamer. And what exactly are you going to do? Oh, you'll find out.
what just happened?
Yeah.
Anyway, one of my favorite Grinch moments in the game comes from this mission from Who Forest. More accurately in the White Mountain Civic Center.
And what is this mission, you may ask? Well, let me put it this way.
The citizens of Whoville are celebrating Mayor Mayhew being mayor of Whoville for 25 years. And since
Wow!
the Grinch holds a grudge against the mayor,
Wow!
the Grinch replaces all the candles on the cake with fireworks.
What an explosive.
Hold on. I wasn't listening. Hang on.
Celebrating Mayor Mayhew being mayor of Whoville for 25 years.
Okay.
And since the Grinch already holds a grudge against the mayor, the Grinch replaces all the candles on the cake with fireworks.
Wow,
What an
okay.
explosive party we'll have tonight.
Whoa!
Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you. Ha ha hoo. And by the way, you're Grinched.
Now, for those who don't know, what the Grinch just sung was a snippet of Marilyn
Yeah, if you watch this, Mom and Aunt Lisa, this is for you, ladies. Continue on.
Celebration of John Kennedy's 45th birthday.
Wow, okay.
Now, imagine if this game were to be remade and this mission were to be completed. Instead of Mr. President, I think the Grinch would probably do this.
Now watch me whip, watch me nay.
Oh, God. No. No. First of all, I was a huge fan of Mel. Secondly, why? And thirdly, watch me whip, watch me nay. Okay. Makes more sense. I don't know what to do next with the Grinch. It's much better than the original version of it, but the Northern Orange version of parody of Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nay. It's a Watch Me Whip, Watch Me Nana. It's much better. Continue on.
Oh, and by the way, you just got Grinched!
Whoa!
But there is one gadget in this game that I personally cannot stand for the life of me, and it's only used for this one level in Who Lake. It's the marine mobile that likes to explore the underwater world. While the underwater world looks nice in regards to level design, it's the marine mobile that makes me rage with anger. And why is that? Because it has inverse tank controls. I'm not a big fan of tank controls to begin with, but having them inverted makes it somewhat unplayable.
Oh,
Put
man.
it this way. Imagine if you're playing Bugsy 3D.
Oh, if you watch this, Larry, aka the shows will not work, I have no control of this. I saw this many years ago on the That's a Mad Reptile on LJPCBM, on the Reptile movie, and Reptile v Codra video on LJPCBM. But you know what? I am so ready to see that video on OddGamer. You know, that's just me a clip. But anyway, continue on.
Where Bugsy had to fly the rocket all the way back home. That wouldn't even come close to controlling the marine mobile. It is that bad.
Yeah.
So get this. After completing multiple missions and having the Grinch say, "Yeah, Grinch," every time, we finally get to the plot of the story that we've all been waiting on.
The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea.
The Grinch wants to stop Christmas by, of course, stealing it. You like that,
Oh, why even bother showing them the map? Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, that's a worst graphics ever. Okay. Oh.
Gamer, what's the problem?
I'm trying to forget a certain image that just popped in my head.
What image?
Max being thrown into snow by the Grinch, and therefore seeing snow stuck on Max's mouth.
Whoa, that's pretty harsh.
Yeah,
You wouldn't do
exactly.
that to me, would you?
Oh, of course not.
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't dare.
Oh, good. Anyway, catch you later, dude.
Later, Max.
Anyway, while the Grinch is working on his sleigh, it turns out that he's still missing a few parts.
Okay.
Only when I have all the parts can I come back here and complete the work.
In order to find the missing sleigh parts, you have to shoot a snow truck with rotten eggs, beat a certain Who as Max the dog, moving chess pieces in a certain order, shooting crows under a time limit, and finding pearls under a time limit. Once that's done, you can then ride the sleigh for the game's final mission. While the sleigh's controls are inverted, they're not as bad as the marine mobile. So on your sleigh ride, you have to chase Santa while stealing presents left behind.
Okay.
However, if you miss even one present, it's back to the beginning of the stage with you. Now prepare yourself. After collecting the gifts, you then shoot unlimited rotten eggs at Santa, therefore knocking him off his own sleigh. Though it never happens in the book or the movie, it's still an epic boss battle.
Wow.
As Santa gets knocked off, abandoning him in the snow, the Grinch returns home with the gifts as you get the ending that
I'm pretty sure everyone knows.
the Who's happily sing, the Grinch's heart grows 3 sizes, and the Grinch returns the gifts to everyone in Whoville.
Uh-huh.
Well, look at that. I just got Grinch at the very end of the game. And that was my plan the whole time.
Grinch, what are you doing back?
What do you mean I'm doing back? You just beat my game. So I just came to congratulate you by giving you the Grinch honor.
The Grinch honor?
Exactly.
Uh.
You just got Grinch!
Whoa!
Thanks.
got a couple of things on your review.
Okay. And what exactly did I miss? Oh, good Grinch.
Mainly the music and Max's gameplay.
Alright. I'll talk about them briefly.
I love the game's music, especially the dump level. It has the machine sounds that makes it feel like an industrial factory.
Which I already mentioned before.
And Max's gameplay is pretty basic. Pressing select lets you control Max. He's able to fit through small holes in order to get you extra goodies as well as a few items. He's also an animal lover because Rat and a skunk follow Max wherever he goes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he can't jump, which can make the race against the Who somewhat difficult.
There. Happy now?
Very much. Continue.
Okay. That was quick.
Anyway, even though the game received mixed reviews, I honestly think The Grinch is an okay game.
It's a standard action platform based on the movie based on the book. I
Okay.
love the moments that were used in the movie, as well as the additional moments that make it stand out. The game may not have aged well, but it's still fun to play for laughs.
Now, before I go, I have a little announcement for you guys.
Okay.
Celebration of Kingdom Hearts 3 being released next month, I'm going to talk about one of the Pixar worlds that are featured in the game. Which one, you may ask? You'll just have to find out for yourself. I'm the Fairly Odd Gamer, and I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to every single one of you. Happy holidays, everyone.
You just got Grinch!
So that was Very Odd Gamer episode number 5, The Grinch. Oh man, I think it was amazing so far. Wow. Okay, makes a lot of sense anyway. You know, that's me, of course. So far, the Grinch episode was a successful episode. A download episode of LJPCBM episode number 855. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for the next one, which will be Barney Games, episode number 856 of LJPCBM from the Very Odd Gamer. Till next time, Sue Jones and Bob Piece of Baby. We can work LJPCBM guys be soon. Till then, out. See ya.
Given unto me this life I'll never take for granted, and given all the time I failed to really understand it, I never sought to meet the maker of reality, the one who gave the life that which is always happening, but I tried all the time. I ask, why me? Why was I the one to see things as I do under the moonlight and the sun? Perception is the question, and the giver holds the key.